Vivre avec les primates qui ont failli, ça me fait chier. But except that it kind of hurts going to the bathroom still. So, I don't know. Today is the end of the day. It's past 5 p.m. It's Monday, January 13th, 2025. I left a message during their lunchtime with Dr. Nell, general surgeon. They could do checking my bum bum, and just to check to see if the referral was received. It may not have been. I'll have to follow up again, calling virtual clinic, maybe, if they don't call back, because they didn't call back all of the afternoon. Their office here in Prince Rupert since, they returned from lunch. So I'm filming this video therapeutically because, there's a lot of triggers from species alienation because of you and your HSD. It involves many things. It involves a conversation with a FedEx person that I'll record a video about later because I didn't have enough data to have saved our 12-something minute conversation. Where at the end I say, well, it does sound to me like these solvable issues are not chosen to be solved, and it results in developmental disabilities because of, and then she'll say, well, I'm sorry, she said, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I said, oh, when it was my turn to speak, because I had to really stop her from interrupting me every time I started a sentence, and she cut me off. And then after that, I had a long pause, and after the long pause, she asked for permission, as if the long pause wasn't enough, probably from the States and probably very low maturity, and she was just calling to see if I received the package, which is wrong. I expected it to be wrong. I expected the same issues with FedEx that happened again on the second attempt today. It's just nobody solves anything, and it's very frustrating to live among that species. So I'm filming this therapeutically, okay? And I saw a poster at the library. I might offer again to volunteer for the Cancer Society, except they have to supply the vehicle, and according to the picture on that poster, I think it might be the contractor that does it that supplies vans, because I can't use any of my vehicles for such a thing. The other thing is I'm going to go to search and rescue again. It was a lot of people last time, and supposedly they've structured, except that the schedule is, he was a bit defensive when somebody even asked. This is what's planned for January, February, March, April, May, but, there's no details, so... And I just looked on their Facebook page, and there's no new details except a couple of pictures of last week where there was a lot of people. I said great presentation at the end. He also was rude to me when I made a joke and then asked the question. The joke was, I don't know if he was paranoid about it, but it's appropriate for what he just said when it was my turn to ask the question. And, but he shut me down. He said, oh, go on this Facebook group for hiking. And then I go on this Facebook group for hiking. And then I can do a vlog about that too. See how 2,000 members, you can't get anybody to plan for, organize, or go for a hike with you. Okay, so I'm starting to think that even though my irritable bowel syndrome should have gotten better by now, because if that's what it is that I have, because, it's been, 3 months maybe that I've had my regular bathroom. But I still fear going for a walk and being far away where people won't let you use their public bathroom. And I'm not getting better, and I still am feeling tired all the time. And can get an answer for why my life partner here. Might have issues that I want to ask the doctor he saw, but by the way, I'm talking about a feline. And didn't get an answer from that place either. So, man, it's so hard living among you and your developmental disabilities because of your HSD. It's not because you were born with these, it's because you're programmed to have these as you become automatons that suffer from a variety of human domestication syndromes. Your brains become compromised. And sometimes when you are capable of making the effort to not have it be, you still choose not to be. You don't have the motivation to problem solve. So it's very, very sad living among you. I kind of feel like posting no more videos for a while, except that for me, when I post videos, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me. There was a lady that just posted something about doomers, doomerism in relation to climate catastrophe. And I wrote a comment before watching it, and somebody responded a particular way. So I responded a particular way, and it was all easy to predict. And then I emailed her saying, "Hey, can we?" And it was a great short email, but very specific about making sure we don't do things for people to suffer from cognitive dissonance and incongruences by following up on the topic of doomerism. And again, I predict she won't collaborate on such a thing, and she'll keep trashing capitalists while she runs ads also on her YouTube channel. So I can accept maybe that at this point it's not just my irritable bowel syndrome. I think my species alienation, because of the species I share DNA with and what they're doing to the biosphere planet that I love, is I think my species alienation can now be seen as I don't think I have the patience to work among people really for income in a career. No, I'm imagining myself maybe going to do an informational interview with the customs office here and maybe applying for them. And but the thing is I'd be working among people that are you, that would be triggering my species alienation all the time. And I don't think I have patience for it anymore. I think I can't stop from telling you you're suffering. You're suffering up here, and it's very clear. It's like the FedEx lady. She said, "I'm sorry you feel like it." It's not about feelings. I don't know if she was attempting to record the 12 minutes, but it's about measurable data. That you say all these excuses while you're angry at me, but all you wanted to know when you called is if I received the package. And I said, "Well, is that all?" Because I'd like to say more, like that I called a Friday and you wasted my time for a long time, and this new guy didn't even have my phone number to call. He's trying to call this wrong phone number. And this trailer company sent me tires that are the wrong ones, because their website is not just bouncing from American to Canadian, but it's also very incomplete, and I think it's on purpose. You can't even see videos of their fat tires because I don't think they want to say the details, because they prefer somebody gets them and then orders a new trailer instead of their old one that won't fit. It's all about capitalism. So I sent to him, like I predicted, "I'd like to see you, and here's your international offices, except that it's an American address for the Canadian office. How do you explain that? Where do I send the legal papers?" And again, I don't want to do this. And when somebody thinks that they made things right by reimbursing money, and all the time you spent on it, and all the ways you wanted to help them not to be developmentally disabled, and guide them along with the motivation of the fear of suing them, that they'll update their website or be clearer, it doesn't make a difference. And my review is showing now on the Burley Trailer website, and they haven't answered. They've answered a lot of people. They haven't answered mine. Maybe they think when they looked it up that I'll be happy. But now I sent an email saying, where do I send legal papers for? And then he's probably that guy, I don't know if it's Brian's name, he's probably just going to want to offer the minimum. And I'm going to say, "I'm sorry, sir, but even before I ordered this, you know how many efforts I can catalog to the judge that I made to try to make sure I'd be satisfied with your trailer, that I could actually use your trailer on my bicycle, and that it would promote your business around here, which I would think you'd want, right? Except it doesn't work like that. So when it's measurable that you have a developmental disability and you won't deviate from it as a species, and that all it does is now I just want to stay unemployed because I just can't. If I work with you adults, I'd want to call your parents to come get you pretty much 3-4 times a day. That's what it would be like for a matured Homo sapien working among you. So yes, I have accepted being in poverty now, and I wish it wasn't as hard to live in poverty among a dysfunctional species like you. but it is, and I'm going to accept it.